Bionano Genomics shares fall after plan to sell more stock. Is this a good or a bad thing for long-term investors? And also, what does it mean for you swing traders? What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. And today we're speaking about pretty much the hottest penny stock that exists, Bionano Genomics, ticker symbol BNGO. Now I'm just going to get it out there from the start. We're not really going to be speaking about the company or what they do today. I have a couple of videos doing so, and if you're watching this video, you probably already have a decent understanding. I literally just want to speak about the price action and about this headline here and about the fact that they have just proposed a public offering of common stock. So I mean, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody whatsoever. It should be extraordinarily obvious that when any company goes up more than 10 times, there is going to be some sort of an offering. But I know there's a lot of people playing this, okay? There was a lot of swing traders, a lot of people made a lot of money, but there's also a lot of people bag holding, maybe a few people who bought at the top who are now actually reading the stock. So what do I think this means for you guys? Now I do want to make it clear, my friends, I'm not invested in this company, nor do I plan on swing trading it today in particular, so I'm not trying to influence what happens today at all. And you can see the market has quite clearly not reacted well to this news. It's currently down 18% pre-market. I've seen it down as much as close to 25%. It's been hovering. The company very recently made all-time highs of $7.23 when just in December they were trading at about 50 cents a share. They've come all the way down to $5 a share, and in pre-market they're around $4 a share. So right before we do get into the video, my friends, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Drop me a comment down below. I'm interested. How many of you guys are still holding, and how many of you guys have been in and out already? And please, my friend, if you are indeed new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button and join the family of investors. It's free. Also, if you're interested in joining my private Discord group, that's the first link in the description, baby. In there you get access to my buy and sell alerts, over 50 private channels, including a penny stock channel, and you join a community of over 800 investors. And at market close tonight, we're doing a $1,000 giveaway. We've been speaking about Bionano in there for a while. I know some guys got in sub $1. And if you want 4 free stocks on Webull, 2 of which have added up to $3,700, that's a big number. Hit the second link in the description, my friends. Sign up, deposit $100. It's that easy. So Bionano Genomics shares fall after plan to sell more stock. They plan to sell more shares after a sudden surge in its stock price in recent weeks, and shares dove in after hours trading Thursday in response. Makes a lot of sense. That's generally what we see happen. So the company revealed Thursday that it expects to sell more shares under a shelf prospectus filed in August, but did not spell out how many shares it plans to sell, nor at what price. So this is the first somewhat worrying thing. We don't know exactly how much dilution is happening just yet. So this company traded for less than $1 for most of 2020, but began to move sharply higher around Christmas, gaining more than 800% in the last month. But I mean, they were up nearly 1300% in the month at one stage. So this is the actual press release we got from them, okay? Now the first thing to understand is they announced a proposed underwritten public offering of common stock. This isn't a direct offering, it's a public offering. A public offering entails the sale of newly issued securities to underwriters and their clientele, whereas a direct listing is more like a secondary sale of existing shares, okay? So a direct offering is designed to give founders, prior investors, and vested employee shareholders a path to liquidity. And we see that quite often with penny stocks. Always look out for that if it's a public offering or a direct offering, because there is a considerable difference. With a public offering, it's completely diluting the share pool. We don't know to what extent yet because they haven't told us how many shares it's going to be, but there is dilution happening. There can be no assurance as to whether or when the offering may be completed, or the actual size or terms of the offering, okay? They also expect to grant the underwriters a 30-day option to purchase up to an additional 15% of the number of shares of common stock offered in the offering. So the first thing I want to say, my friends, okay, is that if you've been on this channel for a while, you know I have nothing against offerings, whether it be public or direct. Share dilution is a part of investing, especially if you're investing in relatively cheap stocks, especially one that went up over 1200% in the span of a month, my friends. If you did not see this coming, this is probably the first penny stock you've ever looked at in your whole life. It's not inherently a bad thing. It puts the company in a better long-term position. So that's the first thing I want to say. If you're a long-term investor, yes, you're hurting right now. I mean, your shares are down, probably down over 20%. If you bought at the highs, you're down a lot. But the company you're investing in has fundamentally just gotten a little bit stronger, okay? They're going to have more cash on the balance sheet, more cash to fund operations and to expand, hopefully. I mean, that's why we invest in companies. We ultimately want them to do better. But there is one weird thing. I'm not sure why they are doing this right now. Now, the obvious answer is because they've gone up in value so much. But there is something huge coming up for this company soon. And it's the symposium that's coming up, which we expect to be hopefully a huge catalyst for this company. So I'm really surprised and to an extent worried as to why they didn't wait till after this. Because if they did think this was going to go incredibly well, with the amount of hype that's behind the stock right now, you would assume that it would continue to go up in value after this symposium. We expect good news, we expect updates on the tech, and if we're to get that, you would assume that the stock's price is going to go up, the share value is going to go up. So obviously if the share price goes up, then the dilution doesn't have to be as extreme. You can sell less shares to raise the same capital. Now maybe it's a safety precaution. Again, they're already up over 800%. The dilution is already considerably less than it would have been only 2 to 3 weeks ago. I do just think this is quite odd. Now again, I don't blame them for this. Maybe it's a safety procedure. Maybe they're just, you know, meeting it in the middle, playing it a little bit safer. I did just think this was one thing that you can't overlook, and I do think it has to be understood. The other thing as well is, over the last couple of days, we've potentially found out that ARK isn't as bullish on this company as we were once led to believe they were. We also have not seen them buy yet, and I mean, we've seen them buying a lot in the ARKG as of late, and Bionano hasn't even had a feeler position opened by ARK at this stage. Now, the hype that ARK was potentially going to invest in this company was one of the really big things that got a lot of people excited. And I mean, I don't blame them. ARK's performed absolutely incredibly. Their ARKG is their best performing ETF. If they add a company like this in there, it's going to push the price up without a doubt in my mind. So now we see a direct public offering that's coming right before what we expected to be their single biggest short-term catalyst. And ARK doesn't seem to be as bullish on them. Now, what I would like to point out is I still see the market sentiment. I still see so many people excited about this company. And nothing fundamentally has changed, except for the better. I mean, they still have the exact same technology, and now they are going to have more cash. If you're a swing trader, on the other hand, you don't really care too much. It doesn't matter if they go up or down, as long as you're not holding them overnight. If you are, you just got burned like the long-term investors. But I do think there is a lesson to be learned here, especially to a lot of the people who are just getting into penny stocks, who are just getting into swing trading. You know, greed can burn you sometimes. I know a lot of people got into these in the 3, 4s, and even the 5s, who had the chance to get out with a lot of money when it was at $6, $7, who now may turn into bag holders. And that could pay off in the long term. I mean, this could be a double-digit stock relatively soon. Let's not kid ourselves. The technology is immense. But it also could trade a little bit lower for a while. And if the symposium doesn't go to plan, if we don't get the big catalyst that investors are expecting, I really don't think it's going to be a good 2 to 3 weeks, even a month or so for this company. Now again, I'm no expert. I'm not a genome expert. I'm not going to sit here and act like I am. I do love the technology. I get the vision. But a few things aren't adding up. What I will say is I personally would trade cautiously, okay? This is one of the companies I spoke about. I think they were at 180 or something, and they had already run up a bit. And I said I would have taken out my initial investment and let the profits run. There was that much hype behind this company. I don't think enough people understand. They were the most traded penny stock on the NASDAQ for many days in a row. Second to no one. Like, there was not a more hyped penny stock. And the more hype there is behind a stock, especially when it's very cheap, the higher the risk gets very quickly, my friends. Simply put, long term, things just got better for this company more than likely. Keep your eyes peeled for the symposium. Short term, I don't know if they're going to make any quick jumps to the upside is all I would say. We can see the MACD was very bullish. It has turned quite bearish. Even after this huge rundown, the RSI is still pretty much at neutral. The MACD doesn't look like it wants to turn around any side. I just strap yourselves in, and I would just say don't get too greedy. But that was just a really quick video I wanted to make on this company. I know a lot of my guys in the Discord are in here. Thankfully, a lot of you guys are out with your profits. But we could be sitting here in another month at $10 a share, and everybody's going to be happy again anyway. If you did watch this video all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you being here. From the bottom of my heart, your support genuinely means the world to me. Again, if you are interested in joining that private Discord group, that's the first link in the description. You get my buy and sell alerts, access to 50 channels, over 800 investors in the community, and we have that $1,000 giveaway happening at market close today. If you want those free stocks on Webull, that's the second link in the description, my friends. But anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I ultimately hope you all made a lot of money on the run up here. I'll see you in another video very soon. Peace.